Vladimir Lenin was a man who left a lasting mark on the world. Born in 1870 in Simbirsk, Russia, Lenin was the third of 6 children. Growing up, Lenin was a bright and intellectually gifted student. He excelled in school and was especially interested in history and politics. After completing high school, ranking first in class, he enrolled in Imperial Kazan University to study law, but was expelled just after 3 months. In spite of this, he achieved top ranking in law examinations and was awarded a law degree in 1894. It was at university that Lenin's radical views began to take shape. He was exposed to the ideas of socialism and communism, and he became increasingly critical of the Russian government and its treatment of the working class. In January 1889, he joined Marxism. After completing his studies, Lenin dedicated his life to activism and revolution. He traveled throughout Europe, meeting with other Marxist thinkers like George Plekhanov and organizing protests and strikes. In December 1895, the leaders of the Union for the Struggle for the Liberation of the Working Class were arrested. Lenin was jailed for 15 months and thereafter was sent into exile to Shushenkoye in Siberia for a term of 3 years. In exile, he was joined by his fiancée, Nadezhda Krupskaya, a Union member whom he had met in the capital. They were married in Siberia, and she became Lenin's indispensable secretary and comrade. In 1917, Lenin returned to Russia, and the country was on the brink of revolution. The Russian people were fed up with the corruption and inefficiency of the government, and they were eager for change. In his What Is to Be Done and other works dealing with party organization, Lenin articulated one of his most momentous political innovations, his theory of the party as the vanguard of the proletariat. Lenin saw this as an opportunity to seize power and bring about a socialist revolution. As founder of the All-Russian Communist Party, the Bolsheviks, and leader of the Bolshevik Revolution in 1917, Vladimir Lenin created the Soviet Union. Along with Karl Marx, Lenin created the communist worldview. For the next 5 years, Lenin led the Soviet Union through a tumultuous time of war and economic instability. He implemented sweeping reforms, including the nationalization of industry and the distribution of land to the peasants. In 1923, Lenin suffered a stroke and was forced to step down as leader of the Soviet Union. Vladimir Lenin died on January 21, 1924 in Gorky, Russia, at the age of 54. While his legacy is still debated to this day, the impact that Vladimir Lenin left on the world is undeniable. He was a man who dedicated his life to the cause of revolution and the creation of a socialist society, and his actions have had far-reaching consequences that are still felt to this very day.